In this lecture, we are going to add a functionality which will allow users to send an emoji in the chat message. For that, let's go to VS Code and let me close this user list component here and let's open chat area component. There, let me scroll down. So here we have our send message input. If I go to our application, here we have our send message input. There we are displaying this send message button, right? So in the same way, I also want to display one more button. So let me copy this from here and let me paste it before that. And here again, I want to use a font awesome icon and the name of that icon is FA smile -o. Let me save the changes. And here we have this send message button CSS class. Let's call it as send emoji button. Let's save the changes. Now let's open index.css. There, let's scroll to the send message button CSS class. Okay, here we have the send message button CSS class. I'm going to copy it. I'll paste it. I'll call it as send emoji button. And there I am simply going to change this right to 50 pixel. Let me save the changes. And now let's go to our application. And there you will see that a new button with this smiley icon has been added. Now what I want is when this smiley icon is clicked, I want to show a window from where we can select an emoji for this chat. And when it is clicked again, we want to hide it. Now in order to work with emojis, we are going to install a package. For that, let's go to our terminal. Let's go to the terminal, which is open for React. So here you can see we are currently in the client folder, which is our React project folder. Let me clear the terminal here. And now from the npm, I want to install a package and the name of the package is Emoji Picker React. Let's press enter. So it should install this Emoji Picker React package for us. The installation is complete. Let's go to our React application. Let's go to our chat area component. And in this chat area component only, we want to use that emoji picker. So first of all, we are going to write an import statement. What do we want to import? We want to import emoji picker. Okay, let's save the changes. Now, wherever we want to display the emoji picker, there we are going to use it. So let me copy it and let's scroll down. And I want to show that emoji picker maybe before this div. So let's give some space and let's use that emoji picker. Let me save the changes. Let's go to our application and you will see that an emoji picker has been displayed here. Okay, now let me go ahead and let me wrap it within a div so that later we can add some CSS on that. All right, let's save the changes. So for now, I'm going to keep it as it looks. Now what we want is currently this emoji picker will always be visible, but we don't want to display it always. Instead, we want to display it whenever this button is clicked. So for that, in our chat area component, so let me retract this main chat area because we are working here. Okay, let me also retract this one for now. And let's go ahead and let's create a new state. So here I'm going to create a state. I'm going to call it as show emoji picker. And I'm going to create a state updating function set show emoji picker. And initially, let's first use this use state to create the state. And initially, this show emoji picker will be false. So I'm also assigning a initial value to it. All right, let's save the changes. Now we are going to show this emoji picker. For that, I'm going to use this state. And Where are we displaying that emoji picker? We are displaying it here. So I only want to show this emoji picker, actually this complete div. So I'll wrap it within parentheses like this. And I only want to show the emoji picker when this show emoji picker is true. Okay, and what I will do is I'll make this E in uppercase, and let's go ahead and let's also update it in the state. Okay, yeah. So I simply want to show this emoji picker only when this show emoji picker is true. So now if I go to the web page, you will not see that emoji picker. Now when this button is clicked, at that time we want to show that emoji picker. So here we have added that button. Right, here we have that button. So here on click, what I want to do is I want to call a function, and in that function I simply want to call set show emoji picker. And if the value of emoji picker is true, I want to set it to false, and if it is false, I want to set it to true, because when this button is clicked for the first time, we will show the picker, and once it is clicked again, we will hide it. So here I'll simply say whatever is the current value of this state, this show emoji picker state, we want to reverse its value. If it is true, we want to set it to false, and if it is false, we want to set it to true. So first I will pass that, and before that I'll use the not operator. Let's save the changes and let's quickly test it. So if I click on this, it is showing that emoji picker, and if I click again, it is hiding that emoji picker. Okay, now when we select one of the emoji picker, we want to display it in this input area. So let's go ahead and let's do that. For that, let's go to the place where we are displaying that emoji picker, and on this we are going to handle an event on emoji click. Okay, and what do we want to do here? So basically we are going to call a function. That function is going to receive the event object. So from that event object, we are going to get that emoji. But if there is already some message typed, we also want to append that emoji to that message. So we are getting the message in the new message state. We are saving the message in the new message state. To that, I'm going to assign e dot emoji. Okay. So if I scroll up, we should have a new message state. Okay, we don't have new message, we have this message state. So I'm going to use this state. And to that, I want to append that emoji. Let's save the changes. Let's go to our application. And here we have an error and it says expected an assignment or function call. All right. What do we have here? So here we are specifying a function. Okay, here we can use return keyword, or what I can also do is I can simply remove this. Let's save the changes now. Let's go to our application. And now when I select one of the emojis, okay, nothing is happening here. Let me see if we have any error. Let me clear the console and let me select something here. We don't have any error, but it is also not selecting it. That might be because this is going to be our new message, and we want to set this new message using set message state updating function. Okay, let's save the changes now. So here basically we are calling this set message state updating function to update the message state to this new message. Let's go to our application now. Let me select something here. As you can see, it is being selected. Okay, and now if I click on this send button, first of all, let me click on this one. So it should hide that emoji picker. And when I click on the send button, it should send it in the message. And if I go to Mary Jane's account, let me refresh the page here. So here we should receive that message. So we are receiving it. But as you would have noticed, that message is sent multiple times here. Again, this is because it is possible that the event listener has been added multiple times. So let's also resolve this issue here itself. So what we are going to do is we have this send message event. So instead of using on, we are going to use once. And this should resolve that issue. Let me save the changes. Let's go to our application. Let's refresh here. So when the page was loaded for the first time, it was adding the event listener at that time. And every time the selected chat is changing, for that also it is adding the event listener. And the message was getting sent as many times the event listener has been added. But now there is only one event listener. So now if I select something here, okay, and let me click on the send button, it should send it only once. All right, let me close this. So we are able to send the message and we are also able to receive that message. But for some reason, message receiving is not happening immediately. Let me send some message from here. And here we have not received that message. So something is going wrong. Let me go back and let me change it to on. Let's save the changes now. Okay, now from here, let me send a message. Okay, we need to refresh the page. I'll send hi. So typing is shown here. If I send this message, we are receiving it immediately. Now, let me again change it back to once. Let's save the changes. Let's refresh the page here. Let's also refresh the page here. Let's select this chat. Let's select this chat. Let me say hi. And let me send this message. So that message is received in real time. So now it is working. So the issue was with the refresh. All right, let me also send an emoji here. So with the emoji, it is not working. Okay, we will see it. Now let's go back to VS Code again. And what we also want to do is when the message is sent and if the emoji picker is not closed, at that time also we want to close it. So let's go to send message to this function. And there, once we have received the response, we are setting this message to empty string. And we are also going to use set show emoji picker and we are going to set it to false. Let's save the changes. Let's go to our application. From here, let me select an emoji and let me click on the send button. It should close it. And as you can see that now the message is also being sent in real time. So I think since that emoji picker was opened, that's why we were not seeing the message sent in real time. Let me select another emoji and let me click on the send button. But this time it has not been sent. So for now, let's keep it as on only. Let's save the changes. Let me refresh the page. Let's also refresh the page here. Select Mary Jane chat. Let's select John Smith chat here. Let me send an emoji. This emoji is received in real time. Let me send another emoji. This is also received in real time. Okay, so everything is working as expected. All right. So if you want, you can also change the place of this emoji picker and also height and width by setting some CSS style. I'll not do it in this lecture, but I'll try to style it offline, and then if it looks good, I will share the CSS with you. Okay. So this is all I wanted to cover in this lecture. If you have any questions from this lecture, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.